Hi guys, it's Mike from the Wildlife Trust's Myplace project here, and today I wanted to make this little video to raise awareness of the fantastic work that the Samaritans does. Today, 24th of July, is Samaritans Awareness Day, and it's just a really good opportunity for us to kind of shout about the brilliant work they do in celebrating what they do, and also to provide some extra information for anyone who could be struggling at this time. So I'd like to welcome Jamie Brogden from Preston Samaritans today. And we'll start off, I was reading some facts, Jamie. 10,000 calls nationwide every day that Samaritans receive. And our kind of remit is to try and boost people's well-being by being out in nature. People's well-being is ever changing. It can change daily, weekly, monthly. So it's just to kind of highlight if people are struggling at all, how they can contact and get in touch with your service. So if I could just ask, first of all, what the Samaritans does, and what services you offer.
Right, that's hopefully an easy question for me to start with. Samaritans are really known as this listening service. We have many little services. We've got the phone, which is 116123. We've got email, which anybody can email on joe@samaritans.org. We've got instant messaging, and we also have something called letters. So if people still want to do that old-fashioned way of getting letters, we do a lot of services outside the branch. We go into prisons, we do outreach, we do fundraising, and we do other things to help the community. And we keep that community as close to us as we can. So there are a lot of services we use and try and help as many people. So that statistic, really, just for Preston branch, we did 4,000 calls in that month, in the last month. So COVID has affected a lot of what we've done, but we've always been there since 20th of March 2020 and well before that to try and help people as much as we can. Samaritans have also tried to really develop getting people to go out there and do a bit of using the countryside, and they have developed the national charity have developed trying to get people to use nature as much as they can to get that kind of better perspective, because good mental health helps with everybody.
Brilliant, thank you, Jamie. You mentioned the awareness day 24/7, and it's just a number, and you are available 24/7. So if anyone's ever struggling, what advice would you give to people struggling with poor mental health or some other form of crisis? What advice would you give to them?
First, don't be scared. Don't be scared to ask somebody, are they all right? Don't be scared to ask the question, are you okay today? Try and be as honest as you can, but also try and have your own self-care. That you can talk to a friend, and you may be friends for 20 odd years, and they say they're struggling. And you may see that as a surprise, because that might be the first time they've ever spoke to you about it. Take a step back, use silence, use that time to listen. Listen is the most important thing. A lot of people can talk, a lot of people can listen, but actively listen. I can listen to the radio, but it might be in the background, so I don't pick it all up. Listen to every word that everybody says. So important to be listened. And that might be difficult in these times where we've struggled to talk to each other, because we've been isolated, we've been shielded, we've been in a kind of a restriction that we've never been in my lifetime. Anyway, in my 55 years, I've never been restricted to do what I can do and what I can say, or who I can say it to. So Samaritans have been there as a safe place 24/7 on today, Saturday, 24/7 to help out everybody 365 days in a year, by the means that I discussed earlier.
Brilliant.
So Samaritans, it's always been there since the 1950s. It's changed, it's developed, because we have developed, like your own organisation, we go with the times, maybe not as quick as we should do, but we have been going at speed to get the right contact for the right person. Because somebody of 18 may not want to talk all the time. They may want to just instant message for a bit, but that's why we change our ways of and means for everybody.
Brilliant. Thank you, Jamie. We will share the contact information for getting in touch with the Samaritans at the end of this video. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of wrap up by saying, obviously, you've volunteered as a volunteer listener for the Samaritans for 15 years, and I was just wondering how we, as both individuals or organisations, can help support the Samaritans.
First thing you've done is have a conversation with me today. That's absolutely superb, that we can talk about our awareness day to day on 24/7. Secondly, really to know that Samaritans always needs help, whether it be volunteers, charities, fundraising, publicity, everything. Everybody needs to know that Samaritans are around. Preston Samaritans this year has struggled to get funds because of fundraising, but that will be a national problem with all charities. So we are trying to do as much as we can to fundraise. So if anybody has any unique ideas to fundraise, walk in nature, do that kind of walk where they want to do that walk. You may just think we're just talking about nature because but it has been since early May kind of charity to get people and use the countryside. So your service has been brilliant to get people to go walk. Fresh air is always brilliant for people, but our service is, if you need somebody, don't be scared to ring us. It's a difficult call, they're not easy. So if you're young or you're old, if you're lonely, if you're just stuck in a rut, don't let it. Samaritans sometimes gets called the suicide charity. We're not all about suicide. It is trying to understand those views or those ideas before it's distress and despair, which leads on to suicide ideation. And a 10-minute call sometimes is all we need to do.
Brilliant. Thank you for highlighting some of the the massive scope that you do and the sheer volume of people that you help. So thanks for giving up your time, and yeah, let's hope we can help promote the fantastic work you do. And cheers again, Jamie.
Yeah, no problem, mate.